33rd episode.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Morning Brew.
Okay, I was going to say, you've done that many shows.
Yeah.
Shit. That's a lot of talking.
They must have added an update to this.
What is it?
Oh, never mind. Well, there for a second, it wasn't telling me how many people were watching. Now it's telling me. It just took it a minute. So we'll give people we didn't even give them a countdown or nothing. Good Lord.
Right.
We got to get back in the flow.
Trey's out of practice.
Yeah, we got to get back in the flow. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Morning Brew podcast. It has been a while, so welcome back.
It's been a little minute.
It has been a minute, man. We still bear with us because we're still trying to get back in the rhythm of things, you know. But when I did come back, though, I made sure that I got the audio right. I made sure I got the video right, so that should all be crystal clear. We shouldn't have to worry about that. If you guys know me in the past, we've had some hiccups, but we're coming back better than ever.
Just a little sorting of the kinks.
Yeah. So how you been, Sarita? What's been going on with you?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Travel ball's done, so we're local now. We're local people now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So when does football and everything start for them?
Now.
This right now. Yeah.
They get helmets today, I think.
So what's going on with that pay to play shit? Like, how much do the kids have to play or pay to get like their equipment and stuff for football?
So the youth has fees. I think the youth fees are like in the city. I think they're around $30.
Yeah.
But the middle school doesn't have fees to play. I don't know about the high school, but I would confidently say they don't have pay to play.
See, I was hearing some people saying something about it was like $200 for pay to play or some shit like that.
I know the county schools do it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, because I was on the youth football board for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And there is so much money lost and people not returning helmets, pads, pants, jerseys.
Yeah.
Like a pair of pants, because we had to order stuff every year.
Mm-hmm.
The helmets were, if we could get them like in bulk, they were like $200 a helmet.
Gosh.
The pants were like $65.
Mm-hmm.
The pads were, I don't even remember. But the thing is, that's a lot of the reason why programs do that, because this stuff is so expensive.
Yeah.
And it's broken or there's not enough of it. So we got to order more based on numbers and whatever. Like I get why programs do it. And to be honest, with as much money as the city loses and equipment not being returned and things like that, they should be charging a lot more.
Yeah. So we got Dylan in here, of course, man. I mean, he didn't lose a step. Still in here. Good morning,
Dylan.
Yeah. So I was just wondering about it because I know it wasn't schools. I got that wrong. It wasn't schools. They were talking about the YMCA, like how expensive it is for kids to play, like for little kids to play like soccer and stuff at the YMCA, like super, like $130 some.
Dang, that is expensive. We put Frankie in basketball last year, which, by the way, like 3-year-olds in basketball, that is the biggest waste of time ever.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he was cute doing it, but like he just anyway. I want to say we probably spent like $80 to do it, and we're not members, so I'm assuming that the discount for members versus non-members is probably significant.
See, I just always thought the YMCA was supposed to be like a more accessible thing for the community if they couldn't play like for the school or something like that, or if they couldn't afford it. Because I mean, there's a lot of kids out there that can't afford that. You know what I mean? Or their parents can't afford that.
The YMCA is not accessible.
Yeah.
Like just like period.
And I feel like that's what it's supposed to be for. I feel like it's supposed to be a community-based thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that was the intent.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see like the demographics at the YMCA because I know there's probably not a ton of like inner city kids.
Right. No.
There's probably not a ton of much.
I mean, just like anything else, like it was originally supposed to be for this good cause to keep all kids included, and it ended up being turned into something that was more accessible to the kids who were wealthy or had wealthy parents that were able to get them into it. That's what it seems like that it's become. Because I mean, that's expensive for real. For something
It's
that
pretty expensive.
For something that is for a little kid. And if you really have good intentions for it, then you should be more worried about keeping them active, keeping them out of trouble, things
keeping
like
them
that.
Coming back.
Yeah, as opposed to using it as a way to create money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what like the model is at the YMCA anymore. I'm so far out of the loop. I know I grew up on Columbia until I was like a junior, sophomore in high school. So the YMCA right downtown, like, that's where the rec center, the YMCA, like, it was lit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Kiara just said. The rec center, like, I remember the rec center used to be jumping.
Oh yeah.
And now that is the police station. Yeah.
Teen dances, like, or you would just. Miss Carlotta's class was like upstairs. People who were getting extra.
I had to go to summer school there.
I did too. That's how I know about it.
Yeah, your boy wasn't about to graduate.
I was tardy too many times in first period Spanish class.
Yeah, all bad. Hey, I got in that fight, so I had to go make up some credits. Man, we won't get into that again.
No, that's just to show folks that you don't have to be a straight A student to make it out of high school and be successful.
I really felt like I was in the Breakfast Club, being up in there, because it was just like. Yeah, because it was just like a bunch of badass kids.
It was.
In there.
I felt so out of place. Yeah. Like, I would never do some of the things they've done.
I was like, I ain't bad. I just don't do my homework, man.
Didn't wake up.
And I hated that homework shit too, because when I get home from school, it's like y'all done woke me up early as shit to come in here. Man. First of all.
Yeah, school started at 7:30.
Yeah.
I had to leave my house at 7:05.
Y'all done woke me up early as shit to come in here, first of all. I had to be in here all day, and now you want me to go home and still do the rest of the shit?
And like, when they moved homeroom to after first period.
Yeah.
What? I need that 20 minutes to like get acclimated to the day.
Yeah, for real.
I'm still that way. Like, don't just let me chill for a second.
They tried to put me in Spanish. And the year that I was going to graduate was the year that they took it away, where you didn't need a foreign language to graduate. So
what year was that?
2011.
Dang, you're young.
So I dropped Spanish and replaced it with a study hall.
And first period?
Just slept in there the whole. It wasn't first period. It was like second or third, but I just slept
Good
in
enough.
There. Yeah. Yeah.
So you slept in your study hall, but then had to go take extra credits.
Yeah.
Priorities, people.
Yeah. Hey, but that was what do you think about how early they make kids go to school? You think they should be going to school that early, or you think they should make it a little later?
Man, that's a good question.
See, it's a back and forth thing, because I see why they would make them wake up early and go to school.
Right.
Because they're preparing them for when you have a job, when you get older, you know, you're going to have to wake up. Even if you don't want to, you got to wake up and go do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with a kid, I don't think you're going to be able to wake them up at 6 o'clock in the morning and expect them to be able to sit in the same place and listen to a monotone teacher talk about something that they're not interested in and have their full attention.
If we're being like honest, I don't even know if it's like the time of day. I really feel like kids don't need to be in school that long.
Right.
But I would want to see like my kids in a shorter school day, but a much, much smaller school, like classroom setting.
Yeah.
Like, I would want my kid to be like instructed in a classroom with like 5 or 6 other kids.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy.
To
and
have like a more personal like connection.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I just feel like the more individualized we can get with education to meet the kids where they need to be met, the better. But I know that that's like the reality of that happening is probably next to none, because there are so many kids and so few teachers, and just the logistics of it all. How would that even work?
Yeah. And the teachers are already underpaid. So asking them to be like a personal trainer for the
underpaid,
kids.
Full classrooms, just unrealistic growth expectations. Yeah, it's crazy.
So Ellie Byer says 65 for a non-member was what I paid for YMCA soccer. Everything's expensive. Everything has gone up, but you got a jersey from the Y. That's it. You buy the cleats, shin guards, I guess, to buy balls and t-shirts for your voluntary parent coach.
And where did the balls go? Like, why are we buying balls every year if we just give them back to the Y?
Yeah. Where are they going?
Who is messing with the stuff?
Keep them, man. Because, well, that's the thing too. Like you're paying for a jersey, pretty much. I think is what she's saying, and then you got to buy the cleats, the shin guards.
For $65, I can get a nice jersey for $65.
Yeah, you know them fucking cleats now are expensive as shit. I heard somebody talking about it the other day. They was like, they ain't buying Nike cleats no more. Like a lot of these kids are starting to buy the New Balances and shit like that because Nike cleats are so fucking expensive now. They're like $200.
New Balance is expensive. I mean, we're baseball people though, so New Balance is like Nike in baseball. New
Balance used to be, but that's why I hate big companies like that, man, because they start out affordable.
Yeah,
and it's like all the kids are able to get them and everything like that, and they get too greedy and they start upping up the prices, and then they wonder why kids are going to something else. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. And of course, Sebastian got to get on here and talk shit. He said I can barely speak English. I speak fluid English. I passed him on the way here in his cop cruiser.
On the way here?
Yeah, and I texted him, called him ugly, and he didn't even know I passed him. That shows you how aware our police officers are in the city.
Man, they be texting too. Man. Like I be seeing them texting.
He be live. He be live in that police cruiser, man. He's like, oh, I got a laptop in here.
And I feel like they just be messing with people. Man. Like I was driving downtown the other day.
Especially his ass.
See, every time a police officer, I need to know what the number is on his license plate. Yeah. So if I see him behind me, I'm just going to do whatever. It
ain't hard to see his ugly ass through the goddamn glass.
Because this cop followed me all the way to my street.
Damn.
All the way. And it's like, did you see that comment or that Facebook post I posted on? I can't talk.
Yeah, there we go.
Sebastian.
We'll get there.
They were saying how like in TSA, knowing damn well you don't have drugs in your bag.
Yeah.
But you just be nervous as hell, like they're gonna find something. That's how I feel when a cop gets behind me. I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't have anything to hide. But the minute they get behind me, I'm like, I'm just stressed.
Somebody posted that they was like, I'll be in the airport thinking I accidentally got a gun.
Yeah, that was the one I wrote my story about how we went through customs and I was for sure there was cocaine in my suitcase. I packed my suitcase. I was so sure there were drugs in there that I didn't know about though. And then the dog alerted to the people next to us.
Well, he was even talking about it because I asked him. He was like, I still get nervous when I get pulled over by a state trooper. That's what he said.
Sebastian said that?
Yeah.
By a state trooper?
Yeah, like, because he said they don't fuck around. That's why he was saying that. But it's like, I mean, you just grow up, you get nervous when you get pulled over. I don't know what it is.
I don't know why.
I don't be doing shit. But it's like, what if I had some groceries in my car or somebody threw some cocaine in my bag?
That's thinking of the dumbest shit.
Yeah, be thinking of the dumbest shit, bro. Because if they find that they ain't trying to hear that story
at all, it's over with.
They ain't trying to hear that. What do you mean they be fucking with people? Okay, they followed you all the way to your street, and then what?
They didn't do anything. Like, why would you follow me to every turn in every lane? Never threw a light on. Never did. You mean to tell me that you wasn't going that way? You were not going that way.
Maybe they were just escorting you home, making sure you got home safely.
Escort me from the front. I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah. See, some of them do be doing that shit.
I feel like they do, just waiting for me to go left of center.
Yeah, they'll follow you. They'll follow you until you do something wrong because they're trying to meet that quota.
And I was turning like curb lane to curb lane. No one does that.
Yeah,
no one does that. You turn from the curb to the middle.
They probably do get in that little spot though, where it's like,
dude, this fly is.
I know he's fucking me up. He's fucking me up. He's trying to get a feature. They probably do get in that situation though, where it's like, damn, ain't nobody doing shit. So it's like, I gotta find something, or else they're gonna think I'm not doing my job.
Ain't nobody doing nothing in Marion.
But hey,
there's plenty of stuff.
Bro, somebody got their head chopped off at the dollar store.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
In Marion?
I'm pretty sure that was Marion.
No.
Let me know in the comments.
Let me investigate.
Let me know in the comments if that was Marion. I'm pretty sure the dollar store.
Head chopped off. Oh wait,
with a machete.
That was in like Mount Gilead or something, like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's close enough.
Or Gardington or something. Shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not laughing at the situation. That was absolutely horrifying. But I'm just saying, like,
it wasn't Marion. It was
a little town down.
Little town. But
I'm with you.
Yeah, but hey, towing down. That must be the name of the town. Oh, yeah.
Besides Upper, it was Upper. It was Upper. No,
Either
Yeah,
way,
you're right. Somewhere in there.
that's 25 minutes away. You know, it ain't gonna be too hard for them people to migrate into Marion.
That Sean Great dude, that was in town, right?
What was
That
it?
serial killer, Sean Great. He went to River Valley.
We had a serial killer here.
Yeah.
Damn.
This girl I work with, she was like, I remember him from that class.
Well,
Like,
you're not
really?
helping your point because you just said shit don't happen in Marion.
No,
Now you're bringing up serial killers.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Now
you
you
said
sound
don't.
like-
You said don't shit be happening in Marion.
No, I was saying I'm not doing anything. There's other things.
Just because you ain't doing shit don't mean other motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
Clearly.
There's a lot of motherfuckers doing shit, Marion. We just don't see it.
That's probably true.
And I hope I don't see it because
man,
I be
because I'm
seeing enough.
telling.
Courtney said we pay $35 per boy as a member only. Thing included is the jersey, and they never have coaches. We have did soccer and t-ball, not anymore. Yeah, that's another thing that I heard was half the time they can't even get enough coaches to run the damn game.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah. But let me tell you something. As a coach's wife, I know why they don't have enough coaches.
Why is that?
People are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
Yeah, what was that shit that happened? I didn't know what happened. I just seen the letter that they put out talking about that we can't have this shit happening again or something like that. What happened at Lincoln Park?
I have a video. You want to see it?
Yeah, give me that video. Can you airdrop it to my laptop?
Yeah. I don't know how I got this video, just FYI.
But what did this all stem from? It was a baseball game?
It was a little girls softball game, from what I understand. And they just went absolutely nuts.
What was they tripping about though?
Okay, so something about, hold on, let me get you the video first because my brain is trying to work too quickly.
The brawl at Lincoln Park. Hey, but that's the thing though. Like,
I don't see your MacBook.
There was a bunch of people trying to. You don't see my note? Try to airdrop it to my phone, and I can airdrop it to my MacBook.
I don't see your phone. Is your phone unlocked?
Yeah. You got your Bluetooth on?
Now it's unlocked.
But that's the thing. Like, people were trying to act like, and I don't know how bad it was. This fucking fly is pissing me off.
I know.
Like, I don't know how bad it was. Damn, that is. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get this up here for you guys, man. I don't know if I can airdrop it to my.
Yes, you can. Is your MacBook airdrop on?
Yeah, my shit's on, but.
Well, I can airdrop it to my MacBook.
I don't know.
Is your Bluetooth on your MacBook on?
Yeah. This fucking fly is pissing me off though. He's fucking up my whole shit.
Yeah, I don't see.
I can't concentrate.
I can't concentrate.
Can't concentrate because it's fucking fly, bro. Oh, okay. Well, hold on a second. Hold on, man.
Now your phone. See, when your phone is locked, you don't show up.
See, it should have went to my.
Text it to yourself.
How the fuck do you do that?
Put your phone number.
Okay.
Put your iCloud in, and then it should go to your MacBook. Like, see how you're I hope you ain't texting somebody that you. Oh, they can't see your screen.
I don't got my phone.
No.
How person you think I am? Fuck.
The screen on the thing we're looking at.
Oh,
they can't see that.
I guess no, they can't see that. But okay, so
clearly we still haven't worked out all the kinks, y'all.
Okay, so the biggest thing with that was people was trying to act like that.
Oh, I can send it to your Facebook Messenger.
I got it now.
Oh, okay.
People was trying to act like that shit like that didn't happen back in the day, bro. I remember one of my baseball games out at Lincoln Park. There we go. I remember one of my baseball games out at Lincoln Park, bro. They hit a foul ball.
Yeah.
And the ball hit a light. It shattered the light bulb, and the light bulb glass fell down on top of a baby's head, bro. And the other team's parents and shit was cheering the shit on. They be ruthless out there. I'm telling you, this shit didn't just start. This shit did not just start.
I don't remember when we were kids, anything like that. But I mean, there were like parents that I can still remember who were the loudest parents in the gym.
Trying to find the Lincoln Park video, y'all. I just saved it to my fucking shit, but I don't even know where it's saved to. God damn.
Go to your recents.
Recents?
Yes.
It ain't in there, bro.
No. Go down. Go to photos. Like down on the left. Go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
these motherfuckers about to get fed up with me trying to find
no,
this shit.
Go down. Scroll. Can't you scroll like tags?
Yes. Yeah, there ain't no photos over there, bro.
Go to your photos at the bottom.
All right, let's just keep it rolling.
Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna get it, but I just gotta figure out where the shit downloaded to.
It doesn't look like it downloaded.
It downloaded.
Okay, go to your photos center.
Maybe it'll let me drag and drop. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we'll pull it up. I just gotta get it.
Anyway.
I just gotta get it figured out, man.
Okay, so anyway, the brawl at Lincoln Park. So I was told while you're looking for that.
Okay.
This is what I was told.
Yeah, carry the team while I find this shit.
I did a little investigating.
Okay.
So I gotta make sure the way I read this, you can't tell who told me this. Mm-hmm. So there was a girl up to bat, and she stuck her arm out to get hit by a pitch. The umpire said, "Nope, that's not how that works." The girl thought she could get on base by doing it, sticking her arm out so she could get hit by a pitch and take her base.
Mm-hmm.
And the pitching team's coach said, "Nope." Okay, I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. So the pitching team's coach was like trying to be like, "Nope, you can't do that either." And the umpire was like, "I got it. Like, stop talking to the batter." Or stop talking. And the batter told the coach to shut the F up, B. And the coach said something back to the girl at the plate. Like,
dang,
what? This was like in a 10, 11U softball game. So anyway, the girl's mom from the other team said something. And next thing you know, the parents, kids from both teams started fighting. Then the mom of the girl whose daughter got hit by the ball called her other daughter to the park to fight. And just like a whole bunch of people from each team started fighting. And then there were just a swarm of cars and cop cars, police dogs. And then this video that I sent you is of some of it. But clearly we don't know what happened after.
Now my MacBook's showing up on there. Why did they want to do that shit before? Now it wants to show up. That shit. Hey, I'm gonna let you know right now. This MacBook shit.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't fuck with them, bro. He pissing me off for real.
That's crazy. I'm not listening to this.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. They gave me more trouble than anything. Okay, I'm putting.
It's user.
I'm putting the video up now, guys. Let's run it. Let's run it.
And there's no sound. We don't need it.
Yeah, we need to do it.
What the heck, though? Like, look at this.
What is going on?
Look at the officer that has no control because there's too many of them and one of him at this point.
Who took the video?
No clue. I have no clue.
Oh, so you didn't take the video?
No, I wasn't there.
Who is the officer?
I have no clue. This is absolutely insane, though.
Yeah, that's wild. Over a kid's softball game,
a girls' softball game, and this is what I'm saying. Like,
we didn't even tell y'all motherfuckers that we got the exclusive. Oh my god, dude! It is this morning.
I said too. Some guy lost his pants.
Yeah, his pants laying on the ground?
No, he pulls them up. He's like got beat out of his pants.
That's crazy, bro. Over a kid's softball game, that's insane.
But this is why I'm like, it doesn't. I know why there's people who don't want to umpire. I know why there's people who don't want to coach. I know why why youth sports are struggling right now.
So, because I was trying to figure that out, so I really didn't hear a whole lot of what you said. But who'd you say called who a bitch?
The girl, the softball girl, the little 11-year-old,
the kid
12-year-old,
playing,
yes,
called the umpire that?
Told the coach to shut the F up, B.
Oh shit.
Like, what?
So is that her parents out there tripping like that or what?
Listen, I don't know I don't even know
Alright.
any of these people.
It looked like some people on the timeline got the juice. So,
Oh yeah, okay.
Kiera said, check out Play It Again Sports in Columbus. There are multiple locations. Sebastian said, hell, I get nervous when the stadium is behind me while I'm in my cop car. You think somehow as a cop, you got some shit on you. Aaliyah Montana, am I saying that right? Montanez. I get nervous as hell when the police behind me, like I don't have a license insurance. Right. Even I'll be completely good
and my insurance is always on my phone, and I'm like, dang, I just know I deleted it on accident or something.
Oh, absolutely. But I do think the YMCA could be paying coaches. Yeah, I mean,
Agreed.
I don't understand why you would ask somebody to do something like that and dedicate their time and not pay them. A coach was talking out of pocket to the other team.
I'm sure that did happen. I'm sure that was a part of what happened.
Yeah, and I know them parents out there get crazy too.
Obviously.
Kiera said it's very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been that way out there. And I mean, that was probably the worst thing that I can remember was the light being shattered and it falling down on the baby's head. Another team cheering, but there ain't never been no fucking full out brawl like that.
So that's not. I've never seen a brawl like that, but I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, and
guy lost his pants. What's up, Angela?
Lost his pants. I can't. I don't even know why I'm laughing.
Because the dude lost his pants. It's funny as shit.
It's absolutely terrible.
This is listen, man. I don't care what happened. Them adults should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
Adults, but that and then we expect, like, I'm sure many, if not all of those parents probably expect their kids to like not talk back, not to be disobedient when they're told to do the dishes or take the trash out.
Right.
But we expect 10, 11-year-old kids to have impulse control,
right,
manage their emotions, but we can't stop ourselves from literally fist fighting each other over a kid not being able to take a base or
that part should be treated just like a school. Like it should be a safe haven where kids can go and they don't have to worry about shit like that happening. Because there's already too much shit like that happening in the world.
Right.
Everybody's fighting about fucking politics and everything right now. So everybody's fighting, and you got this fucking fly is pissing me off, bro. I'm about to flip this whole shit right now. So you already got everybody fighting, and then the kids is out here playing softball and shit like that, and the parents can't have enough control or enough fucking common sense to say, oh, I probably shouldn't fight during my kid's fucking softball game.
How does it get to that? I mean, I could see if somebody was...
The only thing worse is if they would have started shooting, which that's next if you're going in that direction.
I mean, that's great. I can't... That's just absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine those kids who are like... Some kids, I'm sure they've seen enough stuff at home that are like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure there are kids who are probably thinking, I never want to go back there. I never want to do that again.
No.
And there's probably some parents who are like, we're never going to be at Lincoln Park. We're not going to spend our money there anymore. No. We're never, going to support the youth programs and, just stuff like that.
I heard youth baseball. I heard youth baseball went completely downhill anyway. And that was before I even heard about this fight. So I heard that shit went completely downhill. Like it's terrible out there now. Children are reflections of their parents. Look at those dads being role models. Yeah. Man. And I mean, you can't expect kids to be better than the fucking parents if the parents are doing that. I mean, no wonder. And if I hope the little girl's parents aren't in the chat right now, but no wonder she was calling the coach a fucking bitch because look how her parents be acting. You know what I mean? If her parents do shit like that, then she probably don't think nothing's wrong. And that's one of the biggest things is just being coachable as these kids. Like, you got kids calling the coaches bitches. When did that happen?
That is absolutely insane to me.
Man.
I remember one time in practice, I said, pass the fucking ball in high school.
Yeah.
To like, the boys would come in and play with us just so we could be like tougher. And I remember it was Ethan Lascaris, I think.
That fly is fucking
isn't it? I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
And I was so mad because I was open and I was like, pass the fucking ball. And I got kicked out of practice. Like, I mean, that felt really bad to me that I yelled and cussed in practice at like one of the boys who was just being a ball hog. I could not imagine cussing and yelling at my coach. It would have never, like, it would never fly.
Like, when I played football and all that shit, like, I never would have even imagined cursing at my fucking football coach because motherfuckers would have been, if they wouldn't have put hands on you, you would have been running. That was back when they could snatch you up and it's like the parents would be like, well, you shouldn't have been doing what the fuck you was doing.
No, nobody snatched me up.
Hey,
my mom was 4'11", but
well, it depends on what the kid. It depends on what the kid's doing. If the kid's calling the coach a bitch and everything, if my son's calling the coach a bitch and everything like that, snatch his ass. I mean, don't punch him or nothing like that, but snatch his ass up. You know, like get him running. When I say snatch his ass up, I mean like grab him, yell at him, something like that. Like you see that shit all the time on college football sidelines. But it's like these kids have just got so comfortable because their parents make them feel like, and I'm not saying all kids. There's a lot of parents now that make their kids feel like nothing that they do is wrong. So the kids are never held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
You know, so that girl probably thought she called the coach a bitch and there's not going to be any repercussions.
Clearly it's normal. You don't, I mean, I just feel like something like that doesn't happen if it doesn't feel normal to somebody.
There is talk that they talked about taking the park back to COVID time. Parents drop their kids off to play ball and can't stay. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of fucking uproar about that though if these kids can't watch their kids play. Or if these parents can't watch their kids play. That's the only thing with that. Like you'll probably have a lot of kids not play just because their parents won't let them if they can't watch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's not justified because if you can't watch your kids fucking play without getting in a fist fight, then you shouldn't fucking be out there, but maybe live stream it.
And I don't like that idea anyway, because I just don't trust that people like that are not going to sit in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Because I mean, if you drop your kids off and you leave and some shit like that happens.
Or some kids are acting crazy because that's normal to them. No, absolutely not. We just wouldn't go there.
Crazy. At the end of the day, you should be able to have a fucking baseball game, softball game with the parents there, and this should not happen. You know what I mean? This shouldn't have to get to the point where they tell the parents they can't come out and watch because they can't keep from getting in a fucking fist fight. Like, what have we come to as a society if parents can't watch their kids play a sport without there being a fucking riot?
It's crazy.
You know? Like, that just shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed. I mean, that shit should not be happening.
100%.
I mean, it's one thing to be passionate and support your child and being competitive and all of this and that. But then when you got groups of people fist fighting, bro, it's not setting a good example at all. And it doesn't make Marion look great at all.
No, it doesn't. And I do. So this is why I get so, I feel like it's kind of taboo to talk about the things that happen in Marion that aren't so glamorous. Yeah. Because then I feel like we start this whole bandwagon of like, that's why I got up out of Marion. And
right.
Marion's a piece of shit town, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's call it what it is. Because this stuff happens everywhere.
Everywhere. You just said exactly what I was about to say. This shit happens everywhere, bro. You're just seeing it here because you live here.
Exactly. Like we can't. And I'm with you guys. Like I'm with you guys. That's why I sent you the video. Like we're talking about it, but we can't get. Let's talk about the issue, but then let's not transition to. I hate this town. Yeah. What is this town coming to? Like I'm not gonna do that with you, but that's definitely absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But we gotta do some stuff. Lincoln Park could be. So many people talk about this. Lincoln Park could be just. I mean, the potential is there, man. Yeah. Like we go. Our kids travel all over the place. I mean, we played in Alabama. We've played in Georgia. I mean, we've traveled near and far. I'm looking at some of these parks. We were in Kentucky for 5 days playing baseball. I'm looking at some of these parks and I'm like, we could do this in Marion.
Right.
There's no reason why we can't make this kind of money, have this much like generating in a Lincoln Park. Obviously, there's a ton of rehab and renovation that needs to happen there. Yeah. it could really be something. So I hate to just kind of write it off. I don't know how we get from where we are to there, but it could be something.
The state of the world, right? I mean, the state of the country right now. Like, this is the state of the country right now. It's not just Marion. So when you see this, because obviously if there's a problem like this, we don't want to just fucking ignore it and act like nothing happened so people don't leave Marion. Because
some people need to leave. Like some of those people, I mean,
yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't be mad if they left and went and did that somewhere else.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them getting the fuck up out of here. But you gotta think too, like, I'm not trying to get on here and talk shit about people, especially if that's somebody's family that's in the chat. But it's like these people probably don't have anything significant going on in their life. So they looked at this as an opportunity to feel like they was part of something.
Maybe it was a big deal. It was a bigger deal than what we're making it.
They probably went and told everybody they know the story about how they got in a brawl at Lincoln Park that day. It was the most exciting time for them. Oh. That was the most exciting event that they had going on in their life. That they had to do that.
Oh man.
Which is sad. Oh, but man. It's like Sarita said though. Don't look at this and be like, hey, that's what I got about it. Don't look at this as an invitation to talk shit about Marion, because this is the state of the country right now. This is just how it is.
This is happening everywhere.
Right, like motherfuckers just ain't getting along right now. It's just how it is. I mean, it needs to be fixed. I mean, if you want to argue, fight, whatever it is, don't do it in an area where kids are supposed to be able to safely play sports. You know?
Yeah. Don't ruin it for your kids. I mean, I'm assuming you're there because your kid is there. Your kid is there.
Yeah. Like if you want to be on the bleacher and be like, I'm gonna see you after the game over there.
Oh, okay. That's acceptable.
You know what I'm saying?
According to Trey's rules, we'll write that into the city little ordinance.
As long as the kids have a designated zone.
We need to edit to include
a
designated fighting zone if you don't agree with some of the calls.
Gary said, I don't even know what to say. This is so crazy and sad. I really enjoy playing softball, and the community is suffering from stuff like this. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to the people, and the parents aren't the best quality parents right now, and that's trickling down to the kids. The kids are growing up. They're becoming the same kind of parents. It's a fucking vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Aaliyah said, damn, I missed it. Courtney said, Lincoln Park is on a rise. So many great people are in charge now. Our mayor is making baseball of Marion a top priority. A lot of money and time is being spent there. I love Marion, and I'm absolutely excited for the future.
See, that's the stuff like I love to hear it. I know, and Courtney, thanks for sharing that, because there are a lot of issues. There's a whole slew of issues with any town, whatever. We know if you live here, you're from here, you lived here a while, you kind of know what some of them are here. But what I think people who aren't involved in like a ton of community engagement don't get to see are these committees, these people who are working behind the scenes, or, maybe there's not some big newspaper article about some major renovation or whatever.
Yeah.
But there are people actively working to address these issues in different cohorts. Mm-hmm. And if you're not a part of that when it's getting started or when it's in the works, you probably aren't going to know about it.
Yeah. And I think that's great that they're making baseball a top priority, because I remember being younger playing baseball, and I loved playing baseball at Lincoln Park, and that probably kept me from getting in a lot of trouble that I could have been getting into.
I mean, I think that's the point of the rec centers, the youth programs, keep kids active doing positive stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that was true for you.
Yeah. And that should always be the case. And that's why I don't really agree with charging so much money to let kids play or take place in sports and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, I know you guys, like you said, like equipment costs a lot, and sometimes people don't bring the equipment back, but we also pay a whole lot of fucking taxes now. All these goddamn school district taxes I've been paying, motherfucker. My kids should be paying for. This is the thing I have a problem with. This is the biggest thing I have a problem with, is I live right across the street from Harding, where I went to school, and probably where I'll have my kids go to school if I have kids. Why am I paying River Valley School District taxes?
Well, wasn't that River Valley before they built Harding there? I mean, what are you going to do?
That building right there? That space right there?
Yeah.
It wasn't River Valley.
Hell no. Yes, it was.
Hell no.
Yes.
Right over there across from Speedway?
Yes. My mom lived.
Yo, in the chat, tell me if that was River Valley, where the Harding High School is right now. I don't remember that. But then again,
why would you know that? Why would you know that?
I feel like I should. I feel like I should.
When was that? Harding was built in 2022.
2022.
I mean, I'm sorry, 2002. 2002.
Okay.
So that building is about 12.
Courtney says, sorry, girl, it was not.
Okay. All right. Fine, Courtney. When was it rezoned to River Valley School District?
Well, that's the problem. Like, why is that River Valley School District when Harding is literally 10 feet away from where I live?
Unless Courtney can like show me the proof. I feel like it was River Valley before Harding built that school there.
Nah, bro. You're off.
I need proof.
You're off. Like, River Valley's been out of ways. Like, I mean, ask Bryson. Bryson would know. They went there.
I don't need to ask Bryson. I have my own brain.
Oh my gosh. It ain't about having your own brain. Just sometimes people know something that you don't.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, just to be clear,
Old River Valley was on 98.
the county line. Right, I understand that, but I'm saying, was that River Valley district before they put that Harding High School there?
Oh, so
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying that zone was River Valley School District before Harding's building was actually
and
there.
Nobody would have cared because Harding's building was in the middle of town.
But that's the thing, though. Like, we never paid school district taxes until like the past 4 years. That's when we started paying them because motherfuckers voted for it.
You never paid school district taxes?
No,
You've
like
always
it was like 4 years ago that they voted for school district taxes. Because before that, I never paid them. You know what I mean? They went and they voted for it to be a thing. It was never a thing before that.
No way, because I've played. Well, was that? No way, because we bought our house in Pleasant District in 2015.
Well, each school votes separately. Like each school votes and decides whether or not they want to have a school district taxes. So I don't think River Valley ever had it. I don't think Harding ever had it.
Pleasant. We talking about income tax, or we talking about levy tax?
School district levy tax. Yeah, because that's a whole separate thing.
My face is so loud, Angela.
She be looking at me crazy, like I'm the one in the chat telling her it wasn't there.
You know what? It's two things. It's me like, and it's also me like, let me try to understand.
Yeah. Okay. He said the county line is on the other side of Garfield Park. Yeah.
What do you mean, like township to county?
I think Sebastian is backing up your point that the county line is on the other side of Garfield Park, which would make over by Harding River Valley School District. He said, nah, little baby, we live in the country. Our whole neighborhood is county. Yeah. So he's backing up your point. Calm down.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Sarita about to come through this.
See what I'm saying? Because don't make me pull up
the
recorder's office.
Good Lord. I asked her to ask a River Valley alumni where River Valley was at. And she said, no, I got my own brain.
And also what we think is city is not, is all like,
there's, she backs you up.
Because there's like city, then there's township.
Yeah.
And then there's county, I think. Or like there's city, township.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's something like that. Whoa, racquetball.
Sebastian, don't ever get on here and call me little baby, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I think he's talking to Trey. I'm pretty sure he's talking to Trey.
Good Lord.
Oh, you right, girl. See what I'm saying, y'all? I know what I'm saying.
LOL, love Sarita's face. She gives Trey. You guys have good banter. I don't know the fact.
I'm pretty damn
Right
convincing.
to me. The women just gonna support the women. You get on here and say crazy shit.
Remember we talked about the female being future like several episodes ago.
That's what I'm saying, man. Sebastian to get on here and
Lawrence
talk shit.
For mayor.
Huh?
Sarita Lawrence for mayor.
Talk shit.
That would be lit. You guys, I would be a fantastic mayor.
We'd be in the courthouse doing a podcast.
Oh yeah.
No, LOL, the neighborhood by the racquetball club is city, is where I'm referring to. Yeah, the racquetball club. See, I don't know where that line's at. So I just never thought it made sense that I was paying fucking River Valley School District taxes and I'm literally 10 feet away from Harding's High School.
Well, I mean, look at Chateau.
Yeah. You
got Pleasant, you got Marion City, and you have River Valley all in the same subdivision.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if I pay school district, it's not that I do think that fucking taxes are stupid in general, but it's not like I necessarily disagree with paying school district taxes if it's going towards bettering the kids. But I want to pay it towards the school that I went to and that I want my kids to go to.
Then you better move into that.
If I'm sending my kid to Harding, why the fuck am I sending money to a whole nother school and they're not seeing none of the benefits of that money?
Well, okay. Do you want?
I'm funding this other school to beat my kid in sports.
Ooh, well, I mean,
that'd be like Ohio State sending Michigan NIL funds.
No, that is not the same.
Okay, it might not be the same.
Something. But here's the thing, because I get what you're saying. I do. Like, I lived in Pleasant School District. We paid Pleasant School District taxes. My kids open enrolled to the city. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I do think some of that stuff balances out. Not all of it, because I know that well, I haven't looked at the numbers recently, so let me not say what I know. But I will say that if education is like healthy in your community, whether it's your school district or your county or your town or whatever, if there's like healthy progress in the education system, everybody benefits from that. Like your kid might not be in that school building in that classroom, but like you do benefit in ways from that.
Yeah, because I got motherfuckers that ain't sending their kids to Harding paying Harding school district taxes.
Exactly.
That's just fucking weird. I don't like it.
And anytime like a county kid open enrolls into the city, which I don't even know what those numbers are. I'd love for somebody to tell me what those numbers are. There's like a $10,000 ticket that comes with that kid.
Well, like we were talking about with how expensive it is to fucking pay for them to play sports. How about you take this money that you got me paying to a whole nother school that they don't even go to and put that towards my kids' pay to play fee? Because I look at it at the end of the year, it's like $500 at the end of the fucking year. So if you take that $500 and just move that over to where my kids actually going to school at, that should cover everything that my kid needs to do in any sport. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to worry about none of that shit. But they just do shit the most weird, awkward, nonsensical way. Like, it just don't make no sense. But then again, I don't expect it to, because they just do a bunch of dumb shit sometimes. Anyway, Sebastian said that's County 2, the east side of Kensington Avenue is on the, and this is what we were talking about right here, because I literally just passed Sebastian in his police cruiser on the way to do this podcast, and this motherfucker is on the podcast looking up county lines and shit.
Oh, is he at work right now?
He might have been headed home because he was going in that direction, but I'm just saying. I passed him on the cop car on the way here.
I appreciate him like contributing to the factual side of this conversation.
Yeah, we appreciate you, because I'm sure that they have to know where those lines are at because their jurisdiction.
But Sebastian, I do have a question though. So if you could just like very briefly explain to me jurisdiction, so that like if I'm driving in the city and a sheriff is behind me, should I care?
Sarita wants to know if she can tell a cop to fuck off if they pull her over in the wrong side of town.
I would never say. I probably was well within my right one day. That one day I told you that cop, and I was like, Sebastian, was that you? I couldn't really see. They put their lights on and they're like, why are you stopping? All rude. Yeah. And I was like, because your lights are on. He was like, not my front lights. Yeah. What the fuck? There's lights on top of your car that are literally on. Now, if I wouldn't have stopped, you'd have called in a high-speed chase.
Right, yeah. Well, see, I'm pretty sure even if they do pull you over outside of their jurisdiction, I'm pretty sure that they can hold you there and have whoever's jurisdiction it is come and take over the stop. That's what I've been told.
That's what I'm going to say. Am I being detained? Am I under arrest? Because if I'm not under arrest, I'm leaving.
Oh, gosh. Yes, the county includes everything in the county.
Okay, so if I'm in the county, a city cop can't like do anything.
I think it has to be a sheriff or a statey.
So like if MPD is behind me on like Patton Pike, what are you doing out here?
Maybe they live out there. They
this
might
ain't
be
your side of town, boy.
Well, that's the thing. Like if they live out there and they just so happen to get behind you and you do some fucked up shit, like they're kind of obligated to pull you over.
Obligated?
Well, it depends on what you're.
Though?
Bro, if you just hit a kid, then
Oh, well, okay, all right. Yeah.
It depends on what you're doing. Like,
come get me.
If you did some fuck shit, then they're kind of obligated to pull you over, even if they're out of their jurisdiction. They might. I don't know. I'm just speaking.
Look at see how Trey. See, this is.
They might have to have a sheriff come take over the stop, though.
Because my husband does this too.
Yeah. What?
He doesn't know something like to be fact, but the way he talks about it is like he's been studying it. Like,
bro.
and you're like, no, because if, and I'm like, but do you know that though?
I made a disclosure that I wasn't sure, but this is what I was told. I'm not saying like this.
So you asked that exact question.
I'm not saying this is Bible, but we could settle all this if Sebastian would just fucking tell us.
I know. Like, what are you doing?
I'm just saying, like, if you get pulled over outside of the city by a city cop, he was more than likely probably on his way home or something like that.
More than likely, probably. Mm-hmm.
I'm just speaking like, because there are so many different circumstances that could cause.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I can't speak to all of them. It's probably a lot of discretion. Like,
see, but I don't like that. I don't like that gray area because I feel like police that's an abuse of like their authority. What
I will say though, and what I have been noticing, and this is fact, this isn't my fucking, I'm just trying to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. It seems like a lot of these cops now are the younger generation that has grown up and they're more understanding of people now. I feel like back in the day it was more fucking aggressive, do what I say or there's gonna be consequences. And now it's cops that are more like and I'm not saying all, because there are still cops that are fucking but I'm saying now I think it's the younger generation that kind of understands shit more. Like, you don't really ever have cops fucking with you about your tent no more, because a lot of those cops grew up and they had their windows tinted and shit like that. So they're more understanding now, you know. So I mean,
we got cops that are rappers now.
It's just a different time. Yeah, we got cops that got 6 mixtapes out and shit. And, you know, so it ain't. But I mean, it's just a different world. And I mean, you guys seen that with the fucking Lincoln Park shit. Like,
oh man,
never heard of that before until now. So the world,
that's crazy.
The world's changing. Sebastian probably left as soon as law enforcement questions came out. You don't like talking about it, but he's doing the community a service by talking about it, because I think it's important to educate people about law enforcement, because a lot of times there's a wall and a lot of misunderstanding between the community and law enforcement. And
100%.
I think if you can just talk through things and figure out why things are being done the way they are and stuff like that, then there could be a lot of shit avoided.
100%.
Okay, so next thing to talk about, because I mean we got on a little rant about the fucking Lincoln Park shit, and it's terrible, you know. So I wanted to bring this up because if you guys don't know, I work at Aldi's part-time. I've seen a lot of you guys in there. So I work at Aldi part-time and shit like that. And one of the things that I notice, and one of the things that irritates me the most, and I don't even know if I have a right to be irritated, but it does. There's a lot of times where I will see parents come through and all of their kids will be, I don't want to trigger nobody. Super fucking big. All of their kids will be. Now listen, I don't want to
trigger somebody, but I'm saying,
look, their kid, all like,
ew, that fly is in your coffee.
I know, man, it's fucking up my whole game. They'll come through.
What's in it? It's in it.
Sarita, I don't want to know. It's gone. It's gone now.
Okay.
Like, they'll come through and all their kids will be obese. Like, I'm not talking about like their kids are a little chubby and like that. Like, their kids
morbidly obese,
double what I weigh probably.
Yeah.
And they're probably like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
And then I'm ringing them up, and all I'm ringing up is honey buns and every little Debbie imaginable and all this processed shit and fucking pizza, like nothing healthy, like no whole food, no produce, no fruits, no vegetables.
Yeah.
You know, so do you think that there is a problem with the way parents are shopping? Because that shit irks the fuck out of me when they come through and like, it's like all your kids are already obese, and it's like, and then I'm sitting here ringing up all your groceries and it's mostly snack cakes and processed food.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's just like a problem. There's just a problem, period.
And I know it's hard because fucking Whole Foods and everything like that are so expensive now. And like the snack shit is cheaper.
It's cheaper. It's easier. I don't have to do it.
But then they'll come through and they'll pay with a fucking food stamp card. So it's like, why are we not getting healthy food for these kids that are already morbidly obese?
I think it's more than cost too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just like familiarity with how to prepare food that didn't come in a box.
Yeah. That's just one of the things that irked me, and I wanted to bring that up on there because I like parents just all around with the Lincoln Park video, with what they're feeding kids and everything. Like parents just all around got to be better because that shit's ridiculous, man.
But I mean, like,
it's like you're killing these kids. You're starting these kids off on a bad note right from the jump.
100%. Like they're so, Bryce and I have talked about this a lot. There are communities when you go there, that like the nicer, more affluent communities, you're not gonna find a McDonald's easily. You're not gonna find a Wendy's or a Taco Bell.
Yeah,
but you are gonna find more like there'll be fast food options, but they're just a different caliber of option.
Right.
Like you might find a Chipotle. You might find a Chipotle easier than you're gonna find a McDonald's. Something that has just more nutritional value to offer.
Yeah, better food qualities and shit.
Yeah. So in Marion, we got Wendy's on every side of town now. We got McDonald's every corner of town. You know what I mean? But there's so many factors that contribute to that. Education, economics, like we could talk for hours about that. There's so many different things.
Sebastian's fucking banned because this motherfucker just gonna ignore all the law enforcement questions and start talking about some bullshit. You're banned, bro. You're in a position to help change the world, and you want to talk about fucking Cheetos.
What did he say?
Get off my shit. Trey is bullshit. You know, Trey ate hot Cheetos growing up. That's why his hair is red. It ain't his hair. It's a stain. All right. It's like, bro, we got bigger fish to fry, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are cops pulling people out?
Next comment, because I definitely asked you like a really good question.
Yeah. I tried the keto diet and failed miserably. Lost some, gained double when I fell off, but I recently lost all that extra weight. Now I have to motivate myself to get in the gym or even a workout routine at home.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the question you asked.
Yeah. So the question is, what types of diets have you tried, and are there any that you recommend? I almost drank that goddamn fly water.
Okay, so I tried keto one time, and that was absolutely horrible. It was horrible. First of all, I could not sustain ketosis. Second of all, the saturated fat, the trans fat that I was eating was just like, I was going to die of congestive heart failure if I wasn't dying.
Greasy fuck. And keto just like all bacon and shit.
It's a pretty meat heavy diet. So I think
you cut carbs out, right?
Pretty much, yeah. But I think when people think of keto, the way that keto was intended to be like followed is definitely not the way that most people follow it. And I think that that's the issue. I didn't know enough about it, but I just didn't like consuming that amount of fat. Like I didn't like it. I've tried intermittent fasting.
Bro, fuck that shit. I tried that too. And after the first day, I get a pounding headache. Like if I go a whole day without eating, and I know why. It's because like your body's going through withdrawals of all the bullshit that you normally eat. So after that first day of not eating at all, like I get a pounding headache. And there's a lot of people that say if you can get past them first 48 hours, you're good.
Well, like, so I only ate like in a certain window, like between noon and it was like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. or something like that.
Right.
I didn't go like a whole day without eating. I think the intermittent fasting was something. What?
I just thought about something different. Go ahead.
It's something that I would do like normally, just because it was easy for me to do because in the mornings it's crazy with kids, whatever, blah blah blah. By the time I realized I hadn't eaten, it was 11, 12 anyway.
Right.
But for me, what worked the most, the thing that I will 100% stand by time and time again, is just high protein diet, making sure that your carbs are like complex carbs. So not a bunch of like starch and crap like that. And just getting in the gym. And you don't have to be, if you don't really, I don't like working out. That's the biggest misconception.
See, we should probably get, and I'm not saying that you don't know shit about it.
Here you go. We should probably get Bryson.
We can get Bryson in here to talk about it.
Bryson can talk about something, whatever.
Well, because you might know, like, cardio cardio
I
compared
forgot
to
my straw this morning, Chelsea. Damn.
cardio.
She said,
What?
"Can you please not drink your Stanley without the straw?" She texted me.
Cardio without cardio compared to weightlifting. Like I always see I always see a lot more progress from weightlifting than I do cardio.
100%. 100%. I mean,
and I think with women particularly is they always think that cardio is going to burn that fat and they don't want to be the big but weightlifting actually burns a lot more fat
throughout the day. Yeah. So in your rested state, you're going to burn more fat because you're building your muscle composition through strength training.
And I think a lot of women lean more towards the cardio to lose weight.
It's easy. I mean, but I think some of that too is like, because I just disclaimer, you guys. Yes, my husband owns a gym. Technically, we both do.
Yeah.
But I hate working out. I have a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. I was first going to go to school to be a physical therapist.
Oh, so you do know some shit.
He is so annoying.
I didn't know that.
Now you do.
Okay.
But I hate working out. I hate it. It hurts. My heart beats too fast. I feel like I'm going to pass out. It takes too long.
God damn. Yeah.
I'm probably just being a little dramatic.
See, I hate it until I get in there and I'm doing it. Once I get in there and I'm doing it, I feel so good. And I'm like, man, I'm glad I got in here and did this shit.
Maybe I should start a business because most of the problem is like
getting there.
Yeah. Like I'm just you tell me your workout schedule and I'm going to come pick you up.
Right.
I'm going to honk in your driveway obnoxiously until you come out.
You can be like a drill sergeant for real.
I'm just going to be your Uber to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you don't even have, just wake up, brush your teeth and get dressed and come outside.
See, and that was one of the biggest things. Like when you guys was over there at the Power Factory and I was working out with Tay, like that was one of the, like, I knew I needed that. Like I knew I needed a personal trainer because I needed somebody to hold me accountable, because if it's just me holding me accountable, I can procrastinate like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And I'm just going to go in there and do some bullshit. And I wanted to like when you work out, and granted, like, you know, money's a thing, time's a thing, whatever. But when you work out there, your goals for whatever they are for your body are going to be so much more achievable if you have a structured plan to get you there. Like just going to the gym and doing some curls and doing some squats, like that's great for somebody who's not done anything, you know, like you're moving your body, you're doing something, but a structured plan with like accountability and nutrition and somebody being like, hey, you weren't here on Wednesday. Like, where you at? That, man, it just pay for it. Like, I'm serious, you guys.
Angela said, actually, that would work. Come make me go.
See what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is for women. I feel like that's what it is.
Shit, that's what it is for me too. Like I said, when I'm in there and I'm working out, like, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I got in here and I started working out. Shit, I feel so much better. You go home, you just feel like your head's so much clearer.
Dude,
like you feel better.
Hour after your workout, I would like do the dishes, do the floors, like do laundry. Like I was a Energizer bunny.
Right. But it's just getting there to the shit, you know what I mean? So
wait, you got to go up to Kiki's comment because I want to respond to this.
I feel like eating between 12 and 7 p.m. is key in getting active.
Yeah.
Is that the one you were talking about?
No, go down. This one. Have you tried taking vitamins? I like Spark through Advocare. Vitamins can be super expensive. Okay, so for those who don't know, Bryson and I, we used to be with Advocare for a long time, like a long time, you know.
Yeah. Fly. Damn, I want to drink that coffee so motherfucking bad, but I know he just dropped some eggs in there and shit, so I'm gonna refrain.
You know, flies like
regurgitate and all that shit. Yeah, I know. That's why I ain't fucking with it.
I mean, it was on the wood stick. Like, just don't use the wood stick.
No, that's too far.
It wasn't swimming in your coffee.
It's all right.
Okay.
You probably did some foul shit. And it's just muscle. Like, it's just like a fucking habit to grab it. And
I know. Now I can't drink my Stanley because I forgot my straw. Anyway. So we used to do Advocare for a long time. We sold it. We used it, but we don't do that anymore.
Why?
Well, it pretty much,
like, was there something that you found about it that you didn't like or what?
No,
because when I was there, you guys recommended Advocare to me too, and I used it, and it worked really good.
No, the products were great. Yeah. But like we had a business with it too, and so when that big lawsuit happened and whatever, then we just were like, yeah.
So are there like any supplements that you know of that you would recommend for women particularly?
Bryson would be the better person to ask. Okay, fine, whatever.
So now she's gonna say what she was giving me all that bullshit about.
But so he like he has his preferences. I have mine. I love so I like to check in with Colleen Denton over here at Denton Chiropractic and Health. It's right here downtown. Her and Tim are absolutely phenomenal. They also own
they're nutritionalist or what? Yeah,
she does women's health and like she'll do blood work, she'll go over your levels, what where your deficiencies are. She even has like food sensitivity tests and stuff. It's phenomenal. I've gone to her, my mom's gone to her, I've sent other people to her. Colleen is legitimately like an angel walking the earth. She is wonderful to work with. Tim is great too, but they have vitamins there, and so you can get your blood work done, you can see what you need. I mean, most people probably need a multivitamin anyway, but it's amazing to like, because you go to Walmart, you're like, oh, I think I'll take this, I saw this, I saw that, whatever. But to have like a plan based on what your body actually needs,
because everybody's body's different.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of people that are deficient in certain nutrients that other people aren't.
Yes,
you know what I mean. So everybody needs that personal, like molded, whatever you want to call it. But
yes,
Kira said, I feel old as shit talking about vitamins A.
It is what it is, girl.
And I mean, I don't necessarily mean you're old, because even when I was a little kid, my mom always made me take vitamins.
Yeah, I don't think you're old. I just think you're smart.
You're smart. Yeah, it comes with the knowledge. Not that I'm the perfect parent, but I'm super big on having a protein and veggie or fruit with every meal. We also don't do a lot of juice as an adult dieting. If I don't do anything, I have to drink a gallon of water a day. It controls my weight more than anything. I swear on it.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of juice in my house either.
Yeah. When I get really like focused and I'm on my shit, which hasn't been in a while, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's been a little minute.
It's been a little while, man. Like I'll get the gallon of water and I'll cut up lemons and put in it, and I'll do that because I have to have some, like, I'm not one of them people, which is really fucking weird when I hear people say it. They'll be like, I don't drink water, which is like,
I've never heard anybody say that.
I've heard a lot of people say that shit. They'll be like, I don't drink water.
What?
Like, that's not a flex. Why are you saying that like it's a flex? Like, you need water, right?
Your kidneys.
Their insides are probably rotten.
Probably so brown.
Insides probably look like the transmission fluid on your car.
How my car was looking.
I didn't mean.
I got a new transmission.
I didn't mean to traumatize you. She had flashbacks.
Man, I was sick.
But then I'll do that. Cut up some lemons, and I heard lemons are good for like your metabolism and shit like that, and cleaning out your digestive system and stuff. So I'll do that.
If you do lemons and then add stevia, it's like lemonade from the fair.
Oh yeah. That sweetener. I just love the smell of lemons anyway too. So like, clean the house and cut up some lemons, man. I love that scent. I love the scent of
clean
lemons.
The house and cut up some lemons, ladies.
I love the scent of lemons. I love it. It's just like that citrusy, like fresh
it does.
Smell.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So, and I think that's a big thing, is just like putting food in front of your kids that isn't fucking just like quick frozen.
We make our kids try stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we have kids. We have lots of kids. We got some that do the veggies. We got some that are like, I'm going to gag, whatever. You got to try it though. Yeah.
When I go to softball practice on Sundays, I always have a bunch of energy through the rest of my day off. And it's like, that's the most irritating thing for me, is because I know if I go work out, I'm going to feel fucking great.
Yeah. And you're going to be so mentally, like, you're just going to be proud of yourself.
But for some reason, it's so hard for me to fucking do it.
You need me to come pick you up.
Yeah, you're just going to have to get a bus. You're going to have to just get a bus and sit out in front of people's homes and just honk until they come out. But, okay, so have you or anybody tried that carnivore diet? Because that's the most popular one that I've been seeing lately with people coming through the grocery store.
No, but I do know somebody who's tried it. He's a client of mine. I've been working with him for over a year, and he swears by it.
That's what these people, they swear by it, because when I think of the carnivore diet, all that meat and cheese and eggs and shit like that, I just think about all that sitting in your intestines and rotting, and I'm just like, man, it seems heavy. It seems heavy to me, that makes sense. Like a heavy meal to constantly be eating every day. I feel like it's real hard on the digestive system, as opposed to things like fruits and vegetables and shit like that.
Yeah. Have you ever watched What the Health on Netflix? It came out like maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
If you love meat, you shouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
It's a documentary. It's very science based.
Yeah.
It talks about, I mean, it's amazing actually.
But with that carnivore diet though, like I'll ask people when they come through, because I mean, you'll know who's on the carnivore diet when they come through. They got eggs, they got bacon, they got steaks, and they got cheese. That's all I got.
See, the only way I would do a carnivore diet, and I wouldn't do it, but the only way I would do it is if I wasn't buying my meat from the store. Yeah, I do not trust the grocery store. And we buy all of our meat from locally. We don't buy our chicken locally because my plan was to like do it myself. But life had other plans. But I mean, that's the best way, and it's more accessible than people think.
Yeah. Because I think when people talk about like going and getting it from a private farm or whatever like that, it just seems like so much more inconvenient than going just to the grocery store real quick.
It is for like once a year.
Yeah.
It's inconvenient. But
you go get all your meat at one time and then put it in a deep freeze. Is that what you do?
Yeah. So, but now where I get my meat, before I had to go pick it up from the butcher and then I'd pay processing separate and then I'd pay the farmer separate, which you still do. But now my farmer offers this service where he goes and gets it for you, brings it to your house and loads up your deep freezer for you. I was in Dayton, and when I got back, my deep freezer was meticulously full because we ordered a quarter cow and my deep freezer is barely big enough to.
Oh yeah, shit. That's convenient as fuck. Then.
You get sirloin steaks that are bigger than your face.
Yeah.
For like $3.
Needs that.
A pound.
Needs that. But one of the things they'll say when they come through though, like I'll ask them like, so how do you like that carnivore diet? And I'm not even gonna say a lot. All of them that have come through say they love it. They lost a lot of weight on it, and they even cured some of the health issues that they had, like diabetes and stuff like that. The main thing that I noticed though is they say their cholesterol is higher. I'm
sure it is.
But then again, like everybody talks about cholesterol as this bad thing, and cholesterol is not necessarily a bad thing. There's good cholesterol too. Because every time they talk about cholesterol, they always say that it's the main cause of like heart disease and shit like that. And there's actually nothing that shows that, because there's a lot of good cholesterol too that you can get that your body actually needs. So your cholesterol being elevated isn't always a bad thing. And if you're actually curing other diseases like diabetes, which can be really fucking fatal, then
I'm pretty sure it's like your LDL and your HDL, if I remember school correctly.
Well, like we were saying, like me and you were saying, everybody's body's different. So just because the carnivore diet works for this person doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best thing for this person.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like if you did the carnivore diet and it cured your fucking diabetes, then fuck, it was for you. And you lost a lot of weight in the process, you know what I mean? But then I hear a lot of people, I've heard some people that have been on it, and this wasn't the people that have come through all these. There are some people who've been on it, so they felt like complete shit on it. So
okay, so I will say I felt my best. Bryson and I, for one summer, we did the vegan diet.
Yeah, I tried that shit. That shit lasted 2 days.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, and I had to learn. But that's why I'm saying, to get back to your point earlier, when you said that just working at the grocery store, you see a lot of times families come in and everything is just processed, refined. Yeah. There's no whole foods at all.
Right.
I think about that when I was starting that vegan diet. I had no clue what I was doing. I had to relearn what I needed in my kitchen, how to like operate in my kitchen, how to cook things, because I was cooking stuff in different ways that I hadn't. It was like sweet potato burgers. I've never done that before.
That sounds good though. When I did it, I ordered the Factor meals. Like the Factor has the vegan meals that you can get. So I ordered this big ass box of like a month worth of vegan meals. Right, and this is for 2 days. Threw the West away.
Threw them away?
No, I didn't throw them away. I sold them to somebody else. Oh, I can't do this shit.
The Factor meals, I'm not gonna lie, they're good.
They are good as fuck, but I tried those vegan ones, bro.
Yeah, I didn't do the vegan.
I cannot do that plant-based chicken. That shit is foul.
Factor meals are good, and this company that we used to partner with at the gym, they were good too.
Like it literally got to a point where I was eating that plant-based chicken and I was like about to throw up because that shit was so foul. And then they got the fucking the plant-based pasta and shit like that. I was like, this shit ain't for me.
There's actually a really good chickpea pasta from Aldi.
It's one of the things. It's one of them things like I think about, and it's like, man, just putting plants and fruits into your body and getting all your protein through plants and supplements and shit like that. I was like, that sounds like such a great cleansing thing for your body.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's just like, it's foul as fuck though.
You gotta
be
have to think more. Like, dang, I just want to go in there and grab something. I don't want to think. I think about so many things.
You got to be disciplined. Well, that's why I did it with the Factor, because I was like, it's already going to be hard to do a vegan diet as is. So I don't want to have to fucking meal prep it too. So just send this shit to my house. Let me pop it in, eat it and whatever. And it's just like, this. It's not for me, bro. It's not for me. I love meat. No diddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I got to get my protein, man. I got to get my protein. I know veggie dip is fattening or whatever, but I've awkwardly started eating raw broccoli and carrots lately for snacks. Got to start somewhere. LOL, something easy in the mornings or fruit smoothies.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so do a veggie dip with Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's better than not doing anything at all. We put so much pressure on ourselves to like do this diet and be so disciplined and be perfect, but not just giving ourselves grace that like we're learning how to eat different. Small
steps of
100
eating better. I mean, okay, you're eating a piece of broccoli dipped in some ranch. It's still better than that fucking bag of potato chips that you was about to reach for at the same time. So
or that breakfast sandwich from McDonald's. Yeah, it's still better than that.
Fuck yeah. God damn, man. If you ever look at the nutrition facts on some of that McDonald's shit.
Oh man. No, why would you? You're not gonna. I mean, some people be like, I don't care. But
they're literally poisoning you. There's nothing different from somebody putting actual poison in your drink and killing you right now than what they're doing. They're just poisoning you slowly over time. They're slowly over time killing you.
Did you see that Burger King ad?
Which is legal. What?
Where they marketed how their sandwiches actually mold.
Oh my God.
No, it's actually kind of smart because McDonald's, you know, there's like so many things out there that say that their sandwiches after a year or two, they don't mold. They look exactly the same. So it can't be real food. But Burger King, Burger King was bragging about how they don't use the same level. I'm sure there is some level of preservatives, but they don't use the same level of preservatives that McDonald's uses. And that's why, or Wendy's, I don't know. But that's why their burgers actually mold on day 20 something.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll fuck up a Whopper.
Man, the Impossible Burger is so good.
I don't know how they do it, but they make it taste like it just came right off the grill.
It's the onions. It's something with the meat and the onions.
You're the second person that said that because Shaq does not like onions. But he said the only way he'll eat onions is on a Whopper. Yeah.
Yes.
He said the only way he'll eat onions is on a Whopper. So.
And their fries have grown on me because I didn't like their something about the thickness or something. I didn't like it.
Yeah. McDonald's. I love McDonald's fries,
and I can only eat Wendy's fries with the cheese.
Oh yeah, the liquid cheese. Oh, you got you ready to go get one right now? Yeah. Look,
Wendy's breakfast does kind of hit though.
We on here talking about diets.
I'm really hungry.
Getting excited about Wendy's and shit. Come on. All right, man. So we've been going for an hour and 18, man. We got things that we got to do in life. You know, I didn't realize we had gone that long, but we appreciate you guys tuning in.
Oh man.
Honestly, didn't think we would have this many people in here. So really appreciate it.
It was really fun this morning.
Love getting on here and chopping it up with you guys.
Absolutely.
Talking about the community, what's going on in the world, stuff like
that. And you guys got to Facebook message us stuff.
Yeah.
Because we want to talk about. Shout out to the person that sent me that video.
Yeah, for sure. Because that was exclusive footage.
I couldn't find that on Facebook.
I bet you don't tune into no podcast. It's got
and Sebastian, you and your little buddies don't even reach out to me because all this is getting deleted right now.
All that shit. Yeah, don't. We ain't got no evidence left for you.
I don't know where it came from.
Nothing left for you. Anyway, you guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you go over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment. If you're on Facebook watching, make sure you share this to your timeline. That shit.
Oh, yes, please.
That shit helps us get more people in here so that we can interact, talk about more things. You know, we'll have a wider variety of interests the more people that you get in here. A much more diverse podcast.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys getting in here, picking up like we never left. I know we've been gone for a while, but we're about to
crack.
Yeah, we're about to get this shit pumped back up and running. Oh, I forgot to tell you, man.
What?
I was driving on the highway the other day.
Yeah.
And my fucking engine just started overheating bad. Like I got a message on my odometer and shit like that. It said idle engine too hot and shit. Like the gauge went all the way up and shit. That's the worst fucking feeling in the world.
Dude, doesn't it make your gut just drop to the floor?
Man, come on, man. Everything was going great. So pulled over to the side of the road. Pulled over to the side of the road and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Pop the hood. See?
Dude, Angela is a rider. She die, bro.
She pro woman for real.
I mess with you, Angela.
She pro woman for real. But pulled over to the side of the road, popped the hood, and the fucking hose that goes to the coolant, and then to the engine,
that
motherfucker cracked. And
wait,
that shit
kudos to you for pulling over, throwing your hood up, and looking like you knew what you were doing.
Hey, I knew it did have something to do with that though.
How? That dude.
YouTube. All of my best traits came from YouTube. I'm telling you right now.
All of my best traits came from YouTube.
Listen, this whole podcast setup, the videography shit, I learned all that on YouTube, bro.
By yourself?
YouTube University.
Yeah. Listen, I'm for real. Like TikTok, 30 seconds or less.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok University for me.
Yeah. So pop that shit. That shit was split in half, and it was just spraying antifreeze.
Oh no, you didn't touch it. It was hot.
I didn't touch it. It was spraying that. It was just spraying that shit, and they used a fucking plastic hose for some reason. So I had to order a new hose. YouTubed how to put that shit back on.
How much did it cost you?
$20.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's shit that pisses me off. Because if I would have went to the fucking dealership, bro, they would have charged me $400 for that same shit.
At the very least.
Bro, I went home, got on Amazon, ordered that part for $25, took the old one off, put the new one on.
Okay, see, there's 3 things, just real quick before we go. 3 things that I'm gonna do myself.
Yeah.
The wireless charging in my car, like the new iPhones aren't compatible with it. I saw that you can just change that out yourself.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do that. The cabin filter, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And I dropped lemonade in my little compartment up front, and I got some in the USB port that works my Apple Play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change those 3 things. I saw all that on TikTok.
Okay. Gotta start somewhere.
Man.
Gotta start somewhere. Hey, with the prices of this shit that they're charging to fix these cars now, I'm gonna be a mechanic by 2026.
Dude, I just came off of like $4,500. Like I'm not paying anybody else to do anything.
That, bro. I'm not doing that. I told you I paid $2,300 for that goddamn power steering in there. So when that shit happened, I popped the hood. I was like, I'm figuring it out on my own. Shit.
This is what the world has come to.
All right, appreciate you guys tuning in, man. All the faithful listeners that be in here and all the new listeners, appreciate you guys. Make sure you share, like, comment.
See you next week.
Sarita burped on the last one, so she ain't gonna look at me like that.
I burped like 5 times.
See y'all next Friday, man. Appreciate y'all. Have a good weekend.